April is the start of the fiscal year in Japan. By now, the young men and women who join their first company will have worked for around 3 months. I hope they're keeping up with their seniors and eating well. Here we are at a company cafeteria. What's for lunch today? Curry with rice, a lunch classic in Japan. And Kanako Taguchi just loves curry.
It's good.
It seems this particular curry promotes better health for the employees. But how? It's lunchtime for Kanako.
I'm gonna take a look at your gums. Open up, please.
Kanako is a dental hygienist. I'm sure everybody's met one once or twice. Today is dental checkup day at this company. It's held 3 times a year. Each employee is checked for cavities or gum diseases and is given advice on how to correctly brush their teeth.
When I brush my teeth, I get toothpaste on the mirror.
Hold the brush gently upright and brush with small movements. That should keep your mirror clean.
She spends a good 30 minutes with each person.
We sell toothbrushes, so if my teeth weren't clean, it wouldn't be convincing. I want to keep my teeth clean to not give customers a bad impression.
Kurumai, Tokyo, where the Tokyo Skytree can be seen. The company that sells oral care products is where Kanako has been working for 7 years. 90% of the employees in the oral health department are women. And what's more, they are all dental hygienists. It's literally an office full of dental hygienists. Well, this is rather a rare view. Dental hygienists in an office, and everyone dressed in plain clothes, too. Kanako works mainly outside the office, visiting nursing homes and elementary schools to spread knowledge about good oral hygiene. She visits 70 locations per year. Kanako makes sure she always has one thing on her, and that, of course, is a toothbrush. Excuse me, 2 toothbrushes.
I feel insecure without having one on me. I always take one with me. I might forget my cell phone, but never my toothbrush.
These workers brush their teeth much more than 3 times a day. Before heading out, they always brush away. Plus, they have their own sink. The toothbrush rack here stores toothbrushes for each employee. The rack is even equipped with a sterilizing light. The toothbrush means a lot to Kanako. She could have worked for a dentist, but she chose this company as she felt she could meet more people. Currently, she is in charge of dental hygiene for the elderly. This, by the way, is a fun health exercise that one can do at home. It is Kanako's important job to think of activities for the course.
Elderly people tend to choke on things easily. This exercise increases lung power and strengthens muscles. It should keep people from choking on things.
It's lunchtime for Kanako. It's Wednesday, the day of the week Kanako looks forward to. A special dish is on the menu on Wednesdays.
I'm having curry today.
Around 700 employees use this company cafeteria daily. And every Wednesday, aha! Curry with rice. This curry has a Japanese-style flavoring made from bonito broth. Let's see. It's curry, all right. But it has cognac gel and lots of root vegetables like burdock and lotus root. The rice is 5-crop rice. Now that's healthy. It's not just the ingredients that make this curry healthy. It also involves how it's eaten. Get it? Look at her mouth. Chew, 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 chew. Kanako still isn't swallowing. Well, even if she wants to swallow, she doesn't. All to stay healthy. Chew, 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 chew. Chew, 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 chew.
I'm done chewing. There's a health exercise to chew 30 times per mouthful. The ingredients of this curry are cut into big pieces so that one has to really chew hard before swallowing.
Chewing a lot not only builds up the jaw, but it is also good for digestion. This health exercise is one proposed by the Japanese Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare. Kanako, along with fellow hygienists, proposed this curry to benefit the health of employees. Yeah, I do remember my mom telling me to chew.
I chewed 30 times.
Good job. Well done. It's not just the curry. There are other dishes also invented to promote more chewing. Such dishes, which have big ingredients, can be eaten every week. This Korean-style mixed rice contains burdock and butterbur, as they are chewy vegetables. This is not only delicious, it's healthy too. Even Kanako's boss is chewing well.
Sir, you swallowed too soon.
I did?
Kanako tells him like it is, all for the sake of his health. That was just a bite of the efforts of dental hygienists to support their fellow employees' health from their teeth. Thanks. And next up, some more people who brush their teeth enthusiastically. April 1st is the first day on the job for fresh recruits in Japan. That means it's also their first lunch at the office. We had fresh recruits record their first lunch on the job with cell phone cameras. It doesn't matter who's filming, just as long as we can see it. The first lunch on the job. These two ladies are fresh out of their welcoming ceremony.
This is my first lunch as a working member of society. Ta-da! The pasta looked good, so I ordered it.
So this is the modern worker.
It's a girly menu. Among many other options, I chose to join this company. I will work hard so that I end up feeling that it was the right decision. I chose the hot dog set and pumpkin soup. I love vegetables and tea. I'm going to work hard so that I can have a delicious lunch every day. That's what I want to do. Yeah?
These guys here are having bento to get ready for the training scheduled in the afternoon.
My bento looks like this. I can do a woman's job much better than the girls here. I will do whatever is required of me, but I won't forget to have fun while doing so.
It took me 2 hours to prepare this.
Will you do this every day?
What? Oh, I don't know about that. I didn't make it. Then who did? My mother. We live in an age where women have a big role to play. So I will work hard. I forgot my bento, so ta-da! I bought lunch. I forgot. I bought this lunchbox when I was still job hunting. I'm happy I'm using it today.
These three young men from different backgrounds are co-workers as of today.
Cod roe pasta. Stylish, huh? Better to try and fail than to fail to try. Actually, I'd rather not fail at all, but I don't want to be thinking about what could have been. Here I go.
Oh, a young man with all the right things to say.
You've got to use chopsticks to eat pasta.
Chopsticks? Does everyone in Kyoto do that?
Japanese-style pasta is popular now. I plan to take on whatever comes at me without fear.
We're going to be together a lot, so...
What the heck? Together, the young men go on their adventure in the working world.
Wherever we may all be from, we'll all die together. Cheers.
There's a fruity sourness to it.
April 1st, the first day of the Japanese fiscal year. We've got a lot more from our fresh recruits. More from them later. Let's take a bite into the heart and soul of Japan. The onigiri rice balls. We'll take a look at the various kinds the different seasons and regions have to offer. Hagi City, Yamaguchi Prefecture, looks out onto the Sea of Japan. It is a fishing town with around 120 fishermen living here. We found the taste of spring only a place like this could offer. Natural wakame seaweed is dried on poles. Wakame is gathered in around February, and they are fine and soft. They are left under the sun to seal in the flavor. The scenery announces the arrival of spring each year.
The scent is just really good. We eat them at home or give them to friends.
Many small islands are seen around the coast. The rocky terrain makes it a favorable place for wakame to grow. Where wakame grows, clams and sea urchins gather. They in turn bring in the fishermen. Fishermen as young as 33 years old to 82 years old dive here. Among them is Mr. Ishitobi. On this day, he's looking to catch turban shells and abalones. Mr. Ishitobi started dive fishing 20 years ago. He doesn't have to think to know what lives where around these waters. Diving cylinders are forbidden in an effort to avoid excessive fishing. Mr. Ishitobi free dives to a depth of 3 to 8 meters. He dives and rises many times over. Once he dips into the water, 58-year-old Mr. Ishitobi doesn't return to his boat unless he is going to change locations. It isn't rare for him to be mostly underwater from 8 a.m. to around noon.
There are, of course, hard moments, but fishing is really about one's attitude. Nature is severe, but fishing is about catching organisms nurtured by nature, so I have nothing but gratitude toward nature. This is my first abalone today.
With gratitude for the blessings of nature, Mr. Ishitobi caught 6 kilograms of turban shell and 1 abalone in 3 hours' time.
The total amount isn't exactly great, but it's not that bad either.
Today, we look at onigiri found here at Hagi City, Yamaguchi Prefecture. It's morning on another fishing day. Ishitobi's wife, Kazue, and his mother, Hisayo, stand in the kitchen. They have in their hands wakame that was dried outside their house. When the weather is good, wakame dries in a single day. They'll cut them into smaller pieces. Although they look soft underwater, Take some.
They should look like they were cut by hand. If they are cut too small, then you can't enjoy chewing them. Then it wouldn't taste good.
What are they making? Wakame onigiri. Only a pinch of salt is put on the rice. That's because wakame already has the flavor of the sea. You thought wrong if you thought that the chopped wakame was going to be mixed into the rice. Wakame is sprinkled onto the surface of the onigiri until it is completely dawned in black. This is the traditional way here.
This is how all of us make it here. If you ask anyone in my generation, this is what an onigiri looks like.
Whether it is a festival or cherry blossom viewing, these onigiris are what people bring. Eating the same onigiri in your hometown with the people you grew up with. Ah, how nice. This is the taste of spring that never changes. What a treat. Mr. Ishitobi has his lunch on the sea. The chewy wakame has now become moist and tender.
じゃあいただきます。
It's in season right now, so the scent is good and it's just delicious.
Mr. Ishitobi saves time by having lunch on the boat instead of going back once. Ah, the other fishermen are doing the same. As the spring wind blows against his cheek, Mr. Ishitobi enjoys the taste of spring. This is a rich experience only fishermen can enjoy. After he has his onigiri, he goes back to work underwater. Mr. Ishitobi dives in and catches. Ah, wakame. Perhaps it'll be his lunch tomorrow. More onigiris to come on onigiris from different seasons and regions. It's April 1st, the day of beginnings in Japan. We went around asking, do you remember the first lunch on the job?
What did you eat on your first day on the job?
I headed down to a local bistro with the other new recruits. It was an inexpensive place.
How long ago was that?
20 years? It was 20 years ago. My boss took me out to have sushi. We ate at a counter. I think it was about 1,500 yen. He told me then that if I worked hard, I'd be able to eat good food like that. That turned out to be a lie.
Do you still work there?
No, I've changed jobs. I'm working hard right now at my new workplace.
Do you remember the first lunch you had as a new recruit?
Pork cutlet bowl. I got a job when I was still 18. Fresh out of high school. I joined the self-defense forces. I remember I ate it somewhere in Sapporo.
I start working today.
What do you do?
I work at a pharmaceutical company as a salesman.
Are you off to lunch?
Yes.
What are you planning to eat?
I don't know yet.
Would you record your first lunch on the job with your phone?
With my cell phone? Okay, I guess. I recorded it. Here it is. Tuna and natto fermented soybeans bowl with miso soup. I was so nervous in the morning, so I'm going to remember this lunch.
I just came out of a welcoming ceremony. How was it? The company made me this memorial album using photos of my childhood and all. I was really moved. Yeah, it's a wonderful company.
It seems they went out for rice-filled omelets with employees.
Look at this fluffy egg.
And it looks like they had a great time. Hey, hey, they've got the angle wrong. That's it. Just like that.
What is your resolution? I will work hard with a smile.
Huh? These guys are eating in the train? But on their first day? What's going on?
We're heading to Yumoto Nikko City, where our training is going to be held. It will be hard, but I'm going to give it my best.
The first lunch on the job in a train. Their journey as a worker has only just begun. These people are having their first lunch at the employee cafeteria. They will soon know all about the dishes here. But on this day, it is fresh taste for them. We asked new recruits fresh out of high school to record their lunches for us. Ah, how nice it is to be young.
I chose the wild vegetable and grated radish udon noodles. I felt I needed to eat more vegetables.
Where did you grow up?
Kagoshima Prefecture.
What do you think of Tokyo?
Everything is so convenient, and it's made me aware that I have a strong Kagoshima accent.
It's pork-flavored soy sauce ramen. I simply thought it looked good. I'm from Akita. I have a lot of worries, but I hope to learn a lot and work hard.
I've only finished high school, so I'm going to work hard so that I won't be taken lightly.
To all you new recruits, the days ahead of you are going to be both great and difficult. Just remember, whatever you may be feeling on a certain day, elated or blue, there's always going to be lunchtime. Working adults get hungry. Eating brings you the energy you need. Try and remember the first lunch you had on the job. When you hit a wall at work, think about that first lunch for a moment. It just might give you that little boost you need.